Is it on? It's on! Okay, this is just a quick video to talk about driving tests and when people should retest. I've come to the decision that there are three times people should have to retake a driving test. The first time is if they run through a red light. Simple reason being is it's a big red light, it's about 10 feet off the floor, it's a lot bigger than the brake light on your average car, and if you can't see that red light, you probably can't see the brake lights on a car, and therefore you should have to retake your test. Simple. No questions, no ifs, buts or maybes or whatever. You run a red light, you retake your test. I don't actually think this will reduce the number of people who run red lights until a lot of people have retaken their tests and then failed, as you will do if you have to retake your test after you've been driving for more than 3 years. I will too. Hands up. Okay, so that's number one. Number two time when you should retake your test, without any questions asked, is if you pull up to a traffic lights again and you park, you stop your car, it's not really parking, you stop your car at the traffic lights but filling the bike space up. The reason for this is simply because, not because I necessarily think it's dangerous, I think if it was a cyclist there, those people wouldn't do it, but simply because it's a great big green square painted onto the road and you haven't noticed it. If you can't notice, probably what, a 6 foot by 6 foot green area painted onto the road, you'll probably need your eyes tested and you should take your test again. Simple as. Take it again. No questions. No ifs, buts or maybes. The third time you should have to retake your test is if you ever annoy me in any way, shape or form. Not necessarily driving. You could be annoying me on the internet or just by being a prick. I don't care. Then you should have to retake your test. If you don't even have a driving lesson, if you don't even have a driving license, that's fine. You're more likely to fail your test, and then it'll show up on there that you've had to fail. And you'll have to go there at some point. If you annoy me a lot and say, well, I failed my test 100 times, I haven't even had a driving lesson. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's it really. And just for those of you who don't seem to have a sense of humour or a brain, that third point was in fact a joke. I don't actually think I should be the final arbiter as to whether or not somebody should have to retake their driving test. Okay, just to be clear, because we know some people are stupid out there, and by some I mean lots. Okay, that was it really. So that's what I think about the retaking the test thing. I would like to quickly point out that the vast majority of people who have passed a driving test would in fact fail if they retook the test. At the moment things have changed a bit since you passed your driving test. If it was more than 8 years ago, because I think I passed my test 8 years ago, when I passed my test you would be failed. It was a minor if you were driving below the speed limit for no good reason. So all those people who are driving at 20 miles an hour in 30 zones, they will fail their test now. They will fail. No doubt about it. If you go over the speed limit once, it's a fail, but if you spend your time below the speed limit a lot, that's also a fail if you do it 3 times or more in your driving test. So they will fail, not indicating you'll fail, so all those Mercedes and BMW drivers, you're all going to fail. If you use your gear stick to slow down and not your brake, that will now fail you. Sorry, older school drivers, that's no longer the way you're taught, and therefore you will fail if you do that. Sorry to break that to you, but you know, I know a lot of people have this kind of pride, and when I took my test, there wasn't even a mark on the brake pad. Yeah, great, that will now fail your test. Yeah, they will. Sorry. I don't know the rules, but that's how it works. Okay, that's it really. So yeah, have a nice day, or something. Or don't if you don't want to. It's fine.